So, an exciting time in Korea and potentially a confusing one. As you know, as of 2023, South Korea has officially done away with its Korean age system. This was a sort of collective birthday, which does exist in many countries, when everybody born in a certain year gets 1 year older. But also it included the fact that when babies are born, they begin at 1 year old. So when calculating the difference between international age and Korean age, there could be up to 2 years in difference. I thought, to me, the biggest benefit of this new system, going international with the aging system, is that now every Korean has suddenly got 2 years younger. To me, that sounds exciting. I'm sure everyone over the age of about 30 is probably cheering to the rafters about that one. However, this has been a fairly quick decision and a quick rollout by the Korean government, so there are a lot of worries about potential confusion. Will people get confused over the exact age of consent? Will people be having problems with buying alcohol because they're confused about whether they're the right age or not now? Could this have socio-economic impacts? Could there be some ambiguity when people have to write their name on government documents or official forms? Will this affect the years when people start school? I think the issues might be a little troublesome over the next few years as the systems iron out the difficulties and all confusion is hopefully banished and becomes inconsequential. What do you think about this sudden change here in Korea, John?
A lot of the reactions have been positive. My reaction was a bit negative, I'll have to say. Although I'm not Korean, it was an aspect of Korea that I thought gave a certain uniqueness. And it was very fun talking to other people about the interesting things that were in Korea, like my friends and family back home. And so losing this kind of felt like there's a bit of Korean culture being lost. And again, I'm not Korean, so I don't have any right to hold on or to feel sorry for a release of culture. But it did hit me negatively at first. And then I talked to many Koreans and they said this is completely fine and it's something that they might look forward to. And although there might be issues, I don't think the issues outweigh their acceptance of it. And so in the end, I think I have to release my own insecurities and just allow the self-determination of Korea and Koreans to happen.
Oh, well, an interesting perspective. Yeah, it might not be all positive. Yeah, a little uniqueness has passed into the past.
Yeah, yes, it has. How did you feel? Obviously excited.
Well, I was just very grateful that no one would ever call me 42 ever again until I am, in fact, 42. I just thought, because whenever my students tell me their age, not that that's really an issue, but if they ever do, they always have to tell me twice. And I feel like that's because they know I'm foreign, but so they just tell me two ages, and I find that's complicated for them. Although I suppose that's only talking to internationals, it's not talking to each other.
Yeah, I noticed that. They're like, and sometimes I'll have to ask, they're like, oh, I'm 30, whatever. I'm like, is that your international age or is that your Korean age? Because I need to know which one you're speaking in right now. Because you're speaking English, but we're in Korea. So what are you using right now? So that's typically when we bring out the years. Because they'll be like, oh, I'm, 90, 92 or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm 90. All right, got it. But yeah.
So a simplification in some ways. And I perhaps the positive side is there might be, I feel like a birthday is something very special to you. It's your day. It's a day for celebrating you and your birth and perhaps your mother as well. But
perhaps,
she helped. So maybe that will put a bit more emphasis on the uniqueness of birthdays. It won't be just, everybody's birthday today. Although there's something nice about that, perhaps a collective birthday, but it's nice to have a day just for you as well.
Yeah. Do you think that people will still use their Korean age even after it changes in June?
I imagine so. This is like all shifts, I think, especially for older people. They're just so used to using the Korean age. I can imagine, even without thinking, they'll just say Korean
It's
age.
just habits are habits.
And this potentially is perhaps why it's going to be a bit confusing for a while with documents and, getting it right, just because you're so used to doing it one way and then you do it another way. And
It can be so hard to shed that.
yes, so I hope, again, especially around those milestones, age of consent, age of drinking, graduation, driving, voting, those are the key ones, when you really need to get it right. I hope there's not too many mishaps in those areas. That could be.
There's a few of them that are very dangerous mishaps.
Yes.
Harmful, in fact.
It could be. Well, we'll see how it goes. Who knows? If people hate it enough and it causes total chaos, maybe they will just reintroduce Korean age again. Let's introduce ourselves to some new vocabulary by checking out the vocabulary section, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Nuisance.
Nuisance.
Eradicate.
Eradicate.
Inconsequential.
Inconsequential.
Forgo.
Forgo.
Shed.
Shed.